Have you ever felt like no matter how hard you work, you're spinning your wheels? Like there's this invisible force just holding you back from achieving the success you're working so hard for. Here's the thing, it might not be external forces at all. You could be unknowingly sabotaging your own success, and it happens more often than you'd think. Hi, I'm Lou, your go-to entrepreneurial advisor. If you're feeling stuck with your business idea, struggling to secure funding, or just unsure about your next steps, you're in the right place. Let's turn confusion into clear, actionable steps so you can confidently launch and grow your business. By the end of this video, you'll have a clear understanding of the subtle ways you might be derailing your own progress and, more importantly, how to stop it. A few years ago, I worked with a client who was brilliant. She had this incredible idea for a business, one that could really make an impact, but she wasn't getting the results she wanted. Every meeting, she showed up stressed, overwhelmed, and convinced that the world was out to get her. It wasn't the market, her competitors, or even her budget that was holding her back. The problem? She was unknowingly standing in her own way. And when we got to the root of it, her entire approach transformed. Today, her business is thriving. I want to share what I learned from working with her so that you can avoid these same pitfalls. So here's what happens. Most people don't realize how much their mindset and habits dictate their success. First, there's overthinking. You start doubting yourself, second-guessing every decision, and suddenly, you're stuck in a cycle of planning without action. It feels like you're being productive, but really, you're just delaying progress. Then there's perfectionism. This one gets so many people, even myself. You tell yourself you can't launch that website, pitch that idea, or post on social media until everything is perfect. But perfect is a moving target, and it's just another way to procrastinate. Finally, there's fear of failure, or even fear of success. You might think, what if I fail and people judge me? Or what if I succeed and can't handle it? That fear creates hesitation, and hesitation kills momentum. When I worked with my client, she was juggling all three of these issues. She was constantly in her head, tweaking things that didn't need tweaking, and holding herself back because of this fear of what could go wrong. Once we identified these patterns, everything changed. To embrace action, even if it wasn't perfect, we started with small, manageable steps. For example, instead of endlessly revising her business plan, I challenged her to pitch her idea to 3 potential customers within a week. At first, she resisted. She was afraid she didn't have all the answers or that people would poke holes in her idea. But I reminded her that the purpose wasn't to be flawless. It was to get feedback and build confidence. She went for it, and guess what? Those conversations gave her insights that improved her idea way more than sitting alone with her thoughts ever could. Focusing on progress, not perfection, was another game changer for her. She had been holding off on launching her website because she didn't feel it was ready. I asked her, what's the worst that can happen if you launch it now as it is? After some reflection, she admitted that her fear was mostly what people might think. So we set a rule. For every tweak she wanted to make, she had to identify how it would directly impact her audience. If it didn't, she had to move forward without it. Within a week, her site was live, and not one person pointed out the tiny things she had been stressing over. Making peace with failure, being a stepping stone, was a tougher hurdle. She had been so focused on avoiding mistakes that she missed out on opportunities to learn. So we flipped the script. Instead of avoiding failure, she set a goal to make 1 mistake every week, and then reflect on what she learned from it. Her first failure was sending out an email campaign with a typo in the subject line. At first, she panicked. But then she noticed something surprising. The email had one of the highest open rates she'd ever had. It turned into a powerful lesson that being human and even making small mistakes can actually build connections with her audience. Over time, these shifts became habits. She stopped overthinking and started experimenting. She replaced her obsession with perfection with a focus on delivering value. And she reframed failure as feedback, using every stumble as a chance to grow stronger. Watching her transformation has been incredible. She went from being stuck in her own head to thriving in her business, simply by taking messy, imperfect action and learning as she went. And here's the best part. You can do the same. These aren't superhuman skills. They're simple mindset shifts that anyone can adopt. and they can make all the difference in your journey to success. What I've seen time and time again is this. Success isn't about being perfect or having all the answers up front. It's about showing up, learning as you go, and being okay with making mistakes along the way. If you can shift your mindset, you'll be amazed at how much progress you can make. If this resonated with you and you're ready to get out of your own way, let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear about what's been holding you back and how you plan to tackle it. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more practical tips to help you grow in your business. And if you're looking for personalized support, check out the link in the description. I'd love to help you take the next step. Remember, success isn't as far away as it seems. Sometimes it's just one mindset shift away. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.